let you in on a little secret about making tag videos. You keep doing tags even when you're not tagged, and eventually someone would have mercy on you and actually tag you in shit because they're like, Noria cannot just keep doing these tags all willy-nilly. We have to tag her because obviously she likes doing tags. Case in point, the fact that Rachel Marie of Rachel Marie's Book Junkie tagged me in a pre-Netflix GrishaVerse tag. Thank you, Rachel. Hello everybody, Noria back again. Like I said in the introduction, this is a tag created, it's an original tag created by Rachel Marie of Rachel Marie's Book Junkie, which is the Netflix GrishaVerse tag. Now, I loved her original tag video, which I will link somewhere up here. I will also link down below in the bar. But I watched the video, I loved the questions she came up with. I think they were fucking brilliant and fantastic. And I was like, do you know what? I totally want to do this, and I am. The very first prompt says, Nina better be plus sized. Name a book with fantastic fat rep. And for that, I will go with Dumpling by Julie Murphy, which is basically all about a 16-year-old plus sized girl who is confident and beautiful and amazing and who refuses to let society make her feel bad about her weight. I have not yet read it. It's very high on my list, and that's the reason why I've still not watched the movie on Netflix yet. I want to read the book first before I go watch the movie, but I know it's going to be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to when I'll get to read it. The second prompt says, Malina and not my OTP. Name a book where you could not get behind the romance. This is hard because when they're like, name a book where you could not get behind the romance, the first thought that came to my mind was Shadow and Bone trilogy because Malina, duh. But I have to find another option that is not Malina, and for that I think I will go with Onyesuonwu and Imwita from Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. Just because I mentioned it in the reading vlog I did when I read the book that I could not get behind the romance. I felt that Nnedi was telling us that, oh, these people are in love rather than showing us that they are in love. I felt distant. I felt that it was approached in a sort of clinical, detached way, and so I could not connect with the romance. I understood the role the romance played in the eventual arc of Onyesuonwu's character and in the ending of the book, but I just I could not connect. The third prompt is kind of a spoiler, so I'm going to put the spoiler warning so you can mute it, and when I say spoiler ended, you can put on the volume back if you have not read and finished Rain and Rising. The third prompt says the Darkling isn't dead. Name a book where you connected with the villain. For me, that would be Margot in Here Comes the Sun by Nico Dennis Ben. Although she is the protagonist, I also do see the villainous decisions she makes. But at the same time, I know she takes that path because she is a victim of her circumstance. Now, I wrote a review all about the book. I'll put somewhere up here. You can go check it out. But I related a lot to Margot because she's a Slytherin and she was basically a mirror that was held up, and I saw myself. I saw what I could be, and I did not like what I saw. The next prompt is Don't You Dare Whitewash, a book to movie or TV adaptation where the ethnicity of the character was respected. And for that, I will go with To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Now, Jenny Han has said in several articles that before a book was adapted to movie and put on Netflix, all the producers and movie studios she went to wanted to make Lara Jean a white girl, which is stupid because there are so many white centered shows and movies about white young girls. Like, what the fuck? But thankfully, she said there was one producer that was okay with Lara Jean being an Asian girl, and that was the producer she went with, and that is why we have To All the Boys I've Loved Before on Netflix today. So fingers crossed that they do GrishaVerse well and right, and that, like Libadugo mentioned, they bring even more diversity to the characters, because although the Six of Crows duology was diverse, the Shadow and Bone trilogy, not so much. Next prompt is King of Scars. Name a book by beloved author you're super excited about. For me, other than King of Scars, of course, for me, that would be The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. Now, you all know how much I loved The Poppy War. If you've been on my channel for any period of time, you know I cannot stop talking about that book. That was my best book of 2018. Yes, it beat Crooked Kingdom by just like half a smidgen, like tiny. But yes, Poppy War was my best book of 2018. Dragon Republic is coming out March this year. I am so excited. I cannot stop thinking about it. RF Kwang has tweeted that it's even better. She has improved as a writer. The book is longer. I think she's like 189,000 words, which is at like what, 700 and over 700 pages. I want that book. Next up is Inej and Kaz. Fancast your faves. For Kaz, I am going with Spencer McPherson just because I think he has the right bone structure. I think he has that pale skin. I think he gives us Kaz. I think his performance in Degrassi Next Class was fantastic, and I think he would make an excellent Kaz. For me, Inej, I am going with Medallion Rahimi. She was Princess Isabella in Still Star Cross. Yes, that Shonda Rhimes show that I really loved but did not have more than a season. I think she can bring a lethalness but at the same time elegance to Inej, and also that old air of someone that will do anything for their family and leave the rest of the world to just fuck off, which we love, we stand. I actually did make an entire video of fan cast for like most of the major characters, if not all the major characters in the GrishaVerse, both the Shadow and Bone trilogy and Six of Crows duology, and I will link it up over here so you can check it out and let me know what you think. And then the next prompt says no mourners, no funerals, a book quote that has stuck with you, which is interesting because there are so many quotes, but there's a quote that every time I see it again or I read it again, I just get the chills. And it's also from the GrishaVerse, but it's actually not from the Six of Crows duology. It's actually from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. To be precise, Ruin and Rising. When Genya tells the king, I am not ruined, I am ruination. Those words, they still haunt me till today. The next prompt says to tag our faves and spread the hype. So I'm going to leave everybody who I'm tagging down below, and even if it is that your name doesn't make it, your channel name doesn't make it, no problems, and you want to do the tag, go ahead and do it. Consider this me tagging you. If you're watching this and you want to do this tag, please go ahead, just say that Noria tagged you and let me know when you do the tag because I want to see your responses as well. And that will be all for today. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I will see you soon. Bye.